Oscars host for the 97th Awards, Conan O'Brien, summed it up best. If you're still enjoying the show, you have something called Stockholm Syndrome. The show, which nearly ran for 4 hours, was another tireless slog, which will be more known now for Adrian Brody's longest ever acceptance speech at 5 minutes and 40 seconds than almost anything else. The 97th Oscars definitely played it safe. This is an era when, of course, we had the notorious La La Land Moonlight envelope mix-up, not to mention Will Smith's slapping of Chris Rock. Rather, this year we got the perplexing tribute to James Bond. A James Bond movie hasn't been released in 4 years. The only news to come out of that stable was that Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson had sold off the famous franchise to Amazon. It's almost like the Academy was celebrating this fact. We also got a perplexing tribute to Quincy Jones, a man more famous for his music than his movie making. Yet, famed American film visionary David Lynch barely got a mere passing mention in the In Memoriam segment. This is a man who was a 4-time Oscar nominee and an honorary Oscar winner to boot, yet he was barely mentioned. Now look, the biggest winners of the night were Nora and The Brutalist, 2 independent films made by auteurs with big ideas and tiny budgets. Brady Corbett's defiantly self-indulgent, serious period drama won Oscars for score, cinematography and leading actor, with Adrian Brody's rambling, self-indulgent speech needing an interval just like the movie did as well. But the voters' favourite was Anora, Sean Baker's heart-tugging screwball tragicomedy, which won an Oscar for Best Picture as well as for Director, Original Screenplay and Editor. Quite the haul for Baker, who of course did everything himself. Now, I personally loved the film Anora, but was it the Best Picture of 2024 when far grandeur affairs like Wicked and even the ill-fated Emilia Perez, which was a film people loved to hate, looked more likely to take the Best Picture home? Emilia Perez unfortunately was shrouded in controversy. Here we had a very bold film that either you loved or would hate, but you certainly could not say it wasn't well made, well acted, and well presented. I do feel, however, the infamous now tweets from main star Carla Sofia Gascon cost this film heavily, and it's one of those question marks where should we judge the art, not the artist? A much-deserved winner and star of Anora, Mikey Madison, would go on to win the Best Actress award. At just 25 years old, Madison certainly earned the Oscar for her intense yet nuanced performance, though you do feel she might get another bite at the apple, as it were, and therefore you had to feel sympathy for her closest competitor, Demi Moore. In the substance, Moore plays a middle-aged Hollywood actress overshadowed by her young, fresh-faced doppelganger. So where Madison won the Oscar and Moore was left seated, it felt strangely reminiscent of the film's plot unfolding in real life. Kieran Culkin would go on to win Best Supporting Actor for A Real Pain. As expected, he swore in his acceptance speech, sort of on brand for Culkin, who basically plays an extension of himself, the same character you saw in Succession in A Real Pain, a film that is based on his character, so therefore how can he be in a supporting actor category? The mind boggles. The small-budget Latvian film Flow would go on to win Best Animation Film, but in a year where Inside Out 2 grossed the most money by far and was seen by the most people, does beg the question, does the Academy want to remain relevant?